Hello everybody, welcome to this stream. I'm out of breath. We're here. We've not missed much actually. We're literally only 50 seconds gone. Harry Pickering's just been booked. Whew. Right. This is someone who did not know it was kicking off at 7:30. I thought it was 7:45. So I couldn't get the timer sorted. I was hoping to use the final 50 minutes to get the timer sorted, but I then realised as the teams were walking out, I was like, oh, wow. Gotta get my breath back. It's just gonna give me a couple of minutes. So how masterclass and coming in. Oh yeah, true. Crystal Palace got Leeds in the next half hour, so we'll keep our eyes on that game too. Whew. Super Ben Wilson in goal says Dalwatch Games. Yes, what a savey ball. Chance. Oh, it's headed away. Preston pushing. Oh. Okay, yeah. Is he free kick? Has Cunningham won a free kick there? So it's a throw-in for Preston. And then a cross comes in. Headed away. Excuse me. And then Cunningham goes down, I think, far too easily. And he's won a free kick. I don't think it's a foul personally. There's not enough contact there for him to dive around like that. But we are 2 minutes in. Benjamin Whiteman and Preston have got a free kick just on the edge on the left-hand side of the box. Okay, so Whiteman is about to take this free kick here on the left-hand side. Lutero's getting the colours out here today. Whiteman steps up. It's headed away, defended. I think it's Brown who then wins it. And then, yeah, back to Daniel Johnson. No goals so far, Mo. And I know you can try and troll me, but I'm actually watching the game live on air. You know, this is no stream I'm watching it. I'm actually watching the live thing tick. You know, I don't really want to watch football matches on a delayed stream. So that's why I'm picking, you know, this game that's actually been streamed, you know, live. No streams, none of that sorts. That's what we're doing today. Or is that your prediction? Oh, okay. Apologies if that's your prediction. I thought I said you were trolling me as they were scoring. Right, so didn't even really have a chance to have an introduction. How's everyone doing? Welcome to this live stream. It is Preston against Blackburn. It is the Lancashire derby, which is very exciting. So I've not done a Lancashire derby stream before. I have done a Yorkshire derby with Barnsley and Huddersfield, and it did quite well for the channel there. So I thought I'm going to do another one. I'm actually really enjoying these streams. I'm enjoying just watching some football again and not having to think about doing some work afterwards. So I am enjoying it with every ounce of possibility that I can. And I'm just hoping, that I, you know, won't be delayed too much because my video came out late. Apologies with the video coming out late, guys. That was down to me sorting out my graduation process for university. So a little bit of disclosure there that was why I was delayed. There was some graduation stuff I had to deal with. So that's been done, that's been organised, and yeah, it's looking a lot better now. Rex is giving me an update where they're watching. Yeah, I'm looking at we're pretty much watching it, you know, via Sky Sports, which is going to be live, isn't it? Blue Terrier's put 3 cat emojis. Gatsby's not here. He's outside today. So, looks like we may have to go with Annie unless he goes inside near the end of the match and he sees us. I mean, he was around for the whole stream last time for FIFA. So, yeah, he made 2 appearances as well. And it was his first 2 appearances in quite some time. Oh, that's a gorgeous ball from Blackburn there. Right. But they're holding too long onto the ball there. Touched. My days. They're just holding on to it too long. That was a gorgeous ball. I need to see the team names. Shot. It's it's a comfortable save by Daniel Iverson. Coventry City hosts Huddersfield in the last home game of the season. That's going to be a very good game, hopefully. Maybe with Huddersfield already completing their top 6 or confirming their top 6, maybe they can take their foot off the brake with nothing to play for. Ratings fans predicting Preston 3, Blackburn 1. Racing's predicting 2-0 Coventry against Huddersfield in that game. Interesting. Right, I did have Catcher on working as well. Let's see. No, it's been jinxed. There we go. It's working. So here are the teams. That's what I was just talking about here. So we've got Iverson, Hughes, Bauer, Sepp Vandenberg as a back three. We've got Whiteman as the defensive mid. We've got Cunningham and Potts as the two wide backs. We've got Johnson, Alan Brown as the midfield two, with Cameron Archer and Emil Rees up front. I wanted to see who had his pass. I think it wasn't Ryan Hedges with the pass. Ryan Hedges was the one who collected the ball, who had that collected that brilliant pass. Blackburn with a long direct ball, but it is well defended by Vandenberg. He gets ahead of Sam Gallagher there. So Blackburn's team, they've got Kaminsky, Scott Walton, Van Heck, Lenehan with Buckley, Travis, Rothwell, Pickering, who already got booked at the start, Hedges, and then also a front two of Sam Gallagher and Brereton Diaz. Blackburn currently having the ball at the moment. Let's go back to this watch-along. Guys, if you like the stream, by the way, please do give the stream a like. It does tremendously help the growth of this channel when you hit that like button. Please also hit the subscribe button. That also really helps the growth of this channel too. I was going to switch. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, okay. It's something. I tell you what, both teams pressing a bit, and I'm hoping that's going to continue with that intensity for the whole way through. I trolled you. Well, I'm going to do career mode tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. Well, the thing is, I said the earliest I was going to do it was today, but latest tomorrow. And I am definitely going to do one tomorrow. I've got a video planned tomorrow, which I will be recording all of tomorrow. But then I think the evening-ish time, just before when we see our midweek games, we're going to see me do a career mode again. I need to actually change my thumbnail though, so I need to make it unique to Season 3. It's going to be like an awful season. I mean, I've had an awful start so far. It can only get worse from here. Blue Toes going 2-1 Huddersfield against that Coventry game there. So they're reviewing a foul that Vandenberg made on Brereton Diaz there. I think it is a foul. Blackburn now have a free kick in a decent position. Who else is here? Bretsy, welcome. Jack, welcome. He's predicting 1-1 in this game. Jack, I think this is your first appearance here on the stream since that donation you gave. I mean, I'm still mind blown that you've even been that generous. I've got to thank you for that. Right, yeah. So Blackburn do have a free kick. I think it looks like Pickering's over it at the moment. I can see Van Heck wanting to receive the ball in the box there. He has got a couple of set piece goals. Van Heck. Long ball comes in. Header. Oh, off the bar! Oh, it's in! They got the rebound in. I think, is it? Oh, yes, it's definitely a goal. No offside. Already 8 minutes in, we've got a goal. It is Sam Gallagher who scores for Blackburn Rovers. Wow, the set piece really was the dynamite with that goal. Blackburn take a really important lead. It could be in this game. I think they're out of the top 6, but this will definitely help something. So Ben Brereton Diaz wins the original header. It comes off the post, and then Preston do not clear it. Sam Gallagher gets ahead of Vandenberg and he scores. So Vandenberg will be a bit disappointed he doesn't defend that very well, but Sam Gallagher shows, he wanted that ball more. He ran, leapt like a salmon, dived for the header, and Iverson can't do anything about it. It's 1-0 to Blackburn. 1-0 Blackburn, no troll. Yes. Us Pavilion on the bench. Yes. 1-0 Blackburn, says Rabbit. Yeah, I do know that. Got the day off Saturday to go Cardiff away. I wasn't here last stream because I was away, so I can't remember what it was. Oh, okay. That's absolutely fine. You don't have to attend every single stream. Right. So we've already got a goal. Exciting. So Dylan's predicting 2-0 to Blackburn at half-time. Let's see what this goal means for the... what I was going to do was going to do this. Someone has subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys so much. Right, the referee is already... I think there must have been a foul, which I missed. Thank you to whoever's just subscribed. Guys, we are 3 away from 1,075. That would be a terrific goal if we can get there. So please hit the subscribe button if you're not done. So it does really, really help. Right, what I was going to check was the table. Now, Blackburn will be up to 66 points. 3 points of Sheffield United. Right, so once again... the balance of the top 6 really lies with Sheffield United. If they win one game, then Sheffield United have got it. Free kick comes in for Blackburn. Oh, Vandenberg does well this time. He manages to head the ball away. Gets ahead of Wharton, who if he wasn't marked, it would have been another very easy headed goal. But Vandenberg does very well this time. Fair play to him. So, yeah. I mean, at the moment, it looked like the Blackburn players had a bit of an edge there. Although, did it come off Vandenberg? I think it did. Yeah, Vandenberg, it did come out of. So, it's good defending by the young defender. Obviously, on loan from Preston, from Liverpool. Mr. Football, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Well, we already have a goal, and I started the stream within 30 seconds of it starting as well. So, I've not had a chance to really tell you guys what's been going on. Right, corner comes in, and it's an awful corner by Rothwell. What on earth was that? Johnson wins it. Now, Preston are going to try and break. Daniel Johnson leading the break. Long ball coming in, though, but it is well defended. Blackburn have got enough numbers back to stop the counter-attack going. It's Lewis Travis who actually defends it there. And now here come Blackburn. They're leading their attack now. It's end to end this. Oh, ambitious tackle there, but they've still kept it. What a start. What an unbelievable start. Buckley scores now. Oh my days. But that was absolute perfection, that goal. I can't say anything else about it. It's a low, hard drive in the bottom left corner. Even Iverson couldn't go anywhere near that. And Blackburn are 2-0 up 12 minutes in. So this was when Preston were going forward. But then Blackburn win the ball back very well. There was a pretty shocking tackle by Vandenberg in the end. Oh, does it come off a defender? I don't think it does. So Ben Brereton Diaz led it. Gave it to Buckley. He rode the challenge for Vandenberg very, very well. His shot was absolutely perfect because it bounces in from the inside of the post into the corner. Preston are shell-shocked right now, but John Buckley adds another goal into Blackburn's game. It's Preston 0, Blackburn Rovers 2. What a start. What a start, I gotta say. Ben HD's, yeah, he'll be angry with this so far. I mean, Preston actually did well with their last Lancashire derby against Blackpool. This is a very, bad start for Preston. And they barely even have gone forward. The only time they really did was that free kick moment where I don't even think it was a free kick personally. I think he meant 2-0 already. Ben be fuming. Yeah, he would be fuming, especially if he's watching that game. And they've just shown me the table. So yeah, Blackburn, let me remind you what they'd be currently at the moment. So let's go to capture here. So if you see here, Blackburn are on 66 points, 3 points away from Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United are really going to be the volume of, what's going to happen in the top 6. It's fair to say that Luton, Forest, Huddersfield, they've already got the top 6, in the bag. Sheffield United, on the other hand, do not have it confirmed yet. Sheffield United, if I click onto them, they have got QPR and Fulham left. QPR and Fulham left. Now, QPR could be seen as a good chance for them to win, but if they drop points in that, let's see who Blackburn have still got to play. They've got to play Bournemouth and Birmingham. Okay. But Blackburn are at home, and if you saw Sky at the start, they actually have got probably one of the best home records in the whole entire league, Blackburn. And Birmingham as well wouldn't be too bad. And then Millwall, who'll be chasing them as well. Who do they have? They have got Peterborough and Bournemouth. So Bournemouth have got 2 teams to play in the playoffs as part of their 4 final games there. In fact, Bournemouth got a very tough run in at the end of the season. And Middlesbrough, they've got Cardiff, of course, in midweek. Then they've got Stoke, and they've got one other game, which is Preston. So this is what we're going to be talking about, especially with our top 6 talk. We're not going to do it yet, though. We are going to wait for a couple of results to happen. But with that, we're 2-0 up already. Let's see what scoreline we can get here. I know I can definitely not get 3 points because I predicted 2-1 to Preston. But the only way I can really get some points is if Preston score 3 goals. Charlie said 2-0 Preston, said Charlie. Yeah, well, Blackburn, to be fair to them, away from home, they've not been great, but they've been deadly clinical, Blackburn, which reminds me of the Blackburn from the start of the season. So, funnily enough, I go watch them now, and now Blackburn turned back into their old selves, it looks like. And here they go again. They're just looking a lot more confident. Birmingham win against 3-0 against Blackburn, says Jack. Well, that's his prediction, I guess. 26 yards, said Rexy. That's probably not too far away. By the way, just like to tell you all the Bournemouth fans who the best goalkeeper in the league. It's Linkos. Yeah, he did really, really well. Now, I did not know this. Apparently, Rhino has lost both managerial meetings against Tony Mowbray, and that's a stat I wish I knew before I made that prediction. But another stat they've just shown us. Comeback Kings, Preston. Oh my gosh, that could have been another chance here. Chance! Oh, heroic defending. They're calling for a penalty. I don't think the penalty is going to be given there. I think it's a heroic tackle by Daniel Johnson. I'm still waiting to see what the referee's thinking here. So the ball just kind of bounces to them, but then Hedges has an awful touch, but then it bounces kindly to him again. But I originally think that Johnson does incredibly well. It's difficult. I do think Johnson gets there to the ball first, but there are people looking at Ryan Hedges now. Ooh, okay. I don't think the referee's going to change his mind. I think it's going to stay 2-0 and it'll be a corner to Blackburn. But bloody hell, that was another opening for Blackburn, just as easy as that. Where have Preston's defence been in this game? Legit, they're all out of position. Oh, now there is contact there. There's definitely contact from Johnson on Hedges, hence why Hedges is down, obviously. Ooh. 10-0 Palace, says Mr. Football. You do your prediction after Calvin. Oh, okay, fair enough there. Van Heck is protesting to the referee. Clearly, okay, well, Hedges is just about on his feet now. He's a good 2-3 minutes on the ground there. Could contribute to the stoppage time for half time at least. Matt's like, wait, what's going on? Well, I was, wait, what's going on as well, Matt? So, guilty over here. I am guilty. So, I thought this stream, this game started at 7:45, hence why I put the stream time at 7:30. I then put on the TV on, get everything sorted, and then I see Blackburn right at the kickoff area. I'm like, oh my gosh, live. And I was supposed to have an ice cream because I just finished dinner as well, and I was just like, I had to chuck my ice cream away because I had to start streaming. The sacrifices you got to do, but we started within about 30 seconds in, and thank God I did, because 2 early goals have put Blackburn in a very commanding position. You actually just talked about the top 6 video today. Corner comes in, well defended. It's back into the box now, but now Preston clear it for good. Right. We can have a bit of a breather. So, you talked about, Matt, with your top 6 predictions. Let's think about Blackburn for a minute here, because if this happens, Blackburn then overtake Millwall, because somehow they've got a better goal difference than Millwall. They're 3 points behind Sheffield United. Now, what's really crucial about Blackburn and Millwall, they both still have to play second place Bournemouth, where they themselves will be worrying about Forest and Huddersfield. So, whilst the relegation this year have been a bit predictable, it seems like right at the end of the season, we could get a huge climax in terms of the top 6 and the automatic promotion place. So that is what I am hoping, because I always love a last day, full of drama. And that could be one thing that could definitely be taken to the final day. It was 2-0 after 4 minutes, as I thought it started at 7:45. Well, yeah, exactly. I thought this game started at 7:45. I had my stream ready for 7:30, not realising that the game starts at 7:30. So I had to stick to my time I put onto my stream, but it meant we missed the first 30 seconds. But thank goodness I started as quick as I can, otherwise we would have missed a couple of goals. Got the graphics sorted, the scorecards shorter. You can see more of his gorgeous face here. So by the way, guys, we are within 20 minutes in. How is the like target going on, guys? I've not actually checked so far. Let's be surprised. And now I'm getting a poor connection. 17 likes already. Thank you guys so much. That's the quickest we've got 17 likes for quite a while, guys. The like target, of course, is 30. So, guys, if you can hit the like button, please do so. It does really, really help the growth of this channel. It really, really does. And what we currently are working on right now is our sub goal. 1,075 is our target. So guys, we're 3 subs away to 1,075. If we can get there as soon as we can, that would be absolutely amazing for the stream. And if you've done all of that, please share this channel, because that's the best way we are going to grow. The likes will grow, the subs will grow, and just like that. If QPR can beat Sheffield United 3 or 4-0, are they back in the race? Now, that is a question, Matt. I personally don't think they will. I just don't trust QPR now. They can have a good performance like that within them, but I think their squad's been completely decimated recently with who they've got injured, especially recently in their back line as well. I just think they've not got too many, they've not got enough key players available for me. So I think even if they have an incredible result like that against Sheffield United, I've got to say I have a nagging feeling I don't think they'll be able to get it personally. Want me to like my other 9 accounts? Well, you do whatever the hell you want, chat, because you are it's fair to say that you are unpredictable, to say the least. You know, for 1 minute where I don't get a donation, you donate £100 in one stream. I mean, you are full of surprises, my man. You do whatever you want, honestly. It really did take me off guard. I remember I was talking about I was, reviewing something, and then honestly it just came up on my feed very late on as well. Right, let's talk about the game though. Blackburn on the ball here in their half, and I've got to say Blackburn's looked very comfortable. Okay, it's well intercepted actually. It's a Blackburn throw. What I will say, this is reminding me of Blackburn from the start of the season. Away from home, they've not had a lot of chances. None of the teams have had a lot of chances in this opening 22 minutes. It's not been end-to-end with chances. It's been end-to-end around positioning on the pitch. But in terms of concrete chances, we've barely had any. But Blackburn have taken all of their chances. Hence why they're 2-0 up. And this is, right now, this is the Blackburn I'm used to seeing this season. A lot of the time I've not seen Blackburn play, and obviously they've been dropping very, very silly points. They've actually got one of the worst away records in the league. But now, this is just showing what Blackburn can do. I know, I was like, geez, as well, because I know some, people that have got millions of subscribers don't even get that level of donation ever. I was just as shocked, Matt, honestly. Someone will be able to clip it somewhere. I think someone has genuinely clipped my reaction to it as well. It's easy to clip things nowadays. But, yeah. I might have paid a footballer do predictions. Oh, okay. That's a good idea there. I am actually really excited for this. So, to talk about what's going through tomorrow, ball comes in, Everton collects. I tell you what, it's been very stop-start. A lot of fouls going on from both teams, I've got to say. And I think that is why we've not had a lot of fluid play. There's been a lot of breaks in play with the ball either going out of play, or there's been a lot of fouls. So it's been quite stop-start at the moment. And I don't think it is suited Preston at all. Preston definitely would have wanted to play, on the front foot being at home. But Blackburn are... they don't mind that. Blackburn actually, less possession that they have, they actually are quite better. It was something that I looked at the start of the season. When Blackburn didn't have the ball, or, the opposition had more possession, more times Blackburn would win. It was a complete change of philosophy, what they did last season, and to a T, it worked until people got injured, obviously, and that's pretty much how a lot of things end in terms of momentum for most of these teams. But yeah, plans for this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to give my predictions on League One's top 6, who I think will be going up to the Championship, who I think will be in the top 6, and who I think will win the playoffs. Wednesday, I'm then going to do that with the Championship, because after that, Forest would have played Fulham, and Bournemouth would have played Swansea. Long ball coming in. Okay, Sam Gallagher against Sepp Vandenberg. He's giving it to Ben Brereton Diaz. Holding too long on the ball now, and Blackburn have done that a couple of times. There has been the one rare opening from a long looping ball. That's a good bit of play, but it's heroic defending, I think, by Patrick Bauer there. Great defending by the German there. It is Patrick Bauer, number 5. And he has been criticised a little bit, Patrick Bauer, this season, actually, but that is a heroic tackle. If he had not tackled it, then Ben Brereton would have been through on goal. But it's resulted in a throw-in for Blackburn. So, It's another throw, but this time it's to the home team. So, back end, I'm just going to use that much. Oh, really now, Jack? It is for some. What was I going to say? So, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do my League One predictions in terms of the top 6. If you want to see me predict who I think will go down as well, let me know. I will then include a very small segment where I'll talk about that too. But it's mainly talking about, okay, who do I think is going to join the championship next year? So that's the conversation of it. Wednesday's going to be my top 6 predictions, the debate pretty much. It's going to be a debate, prediction/debate. We're going to look at the run-ins, we're going to look at the performances, look at results, who's injured, who's available and all of that. So we'll be delving into that detailed analysis of all teams in the top 6 and teams chasing for top 6, which I might have to add Blackburn into now, annoyingly now. And then on Thursday, I don't actually think I've got anything planned, which is good for me because I've actually have to work all day. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. Tomorrow, technically, I'm going to do career mode as well. Season 3, that's going to officially start tomorrow. Wednesday, I could even probably do it in 3 days in a row, honestly, but then I'm probably going to drive myself around the bend if I continuously do career mode every single day. It's a very weird position for me to be in, knowing I've actually got a lot of time to make content now. Like, for instance, I had a lie-in this morning. Like, I can't even remember the last time I had a lie-in. It's definitely going to make me a lot calm in terms of making this content too. It'll definitely make sure the quality will be up as well. A lot of the time, quantity has been over quality, but it's going to be the vice versa of that now, I'm hoping. Thanks to the 10 of you watching. Thank you guys for turning up to this stream. So, Preston 0, Blackburn 2. At the moment, Preston have not really had a chance. But I don't think they've even had a shot. Blackburn have had 2 chances and 2 goals. And the team has been getting into the box the most times has been Blackburn. And here they go again. But it is well defended, and I think he would have been in an offside position anyway, so anything wouldn't have counted from that anyway. But I think it was Brad Potts this time who defended that well there. Table for next season, I can't do that in the moment. 3 p.m. career mode, 7:40 Championship Watchalong. I've not even thought about doing a Watchalong, to be honest, because Matt's already doing Swansea Bournemouth. Benjamin Bloom's already doing Fulham and Forest. If it's what's the other game? Barnsley, Blackpool. If that game's not been streamed and I am able to watch it on Sky, I might do it. But I've already done a Barnsley watch along quite recently. This is a chance for Preston. Oh, it's in. I thought it went over, but that's a stunning goal. Wow, that is so good. It literally came through the net and went back out again. Unbelievable. What a fantastic strike that was. Oh my gosh. Okay, Greg Cunningham starts the attack. Then Daniel Johnson back to Cunningham there. And he finds... Oh, it's brilliant play. Oh my gosh. He does his defender down for dirty there. Oh my days. It's a fantastic goal, I've got to say. And what a strike. It's Alan Brown, the captain, who has scored for Preston. He's proven his critics wrong this season. Oh, he does very well. Gets ahead of Pickering. And the top right corner is rattled. So much so that the ball literally flew out the goal. Flew back at Alan Brown when that went in. It's 2-1 already. And we're not even 30 minutes in. Wow. I'm hoping for a really good game. To be honest, I thought this game was going to be so cagey. And it was going to be very, very poor in terms of its quality. This has definitely not been the case here. We've had 2 teams going for it, and I love it. Where did you finish your season 2? So I won season 2 actually. So I came 3rd in season 1, won season 2. Currently in season 3, I'm rock bottom. So started from the bottom and now we're here. The only way is up. I'm going to quote 2 songs for the mentality I'm going to have in this career mode there. Stux, welcome to the stream. Thoughts about the Swans for next season? I'm excited. If they can get Hannes Wolf permanently, I'm very excited to see how he develops. Obafemi is turning to the player I expected he is going to. Here's a chance for Blackburn, and it's deflected away. Gosh, you can barely breathe in this game. Both teams are going back and forward here. But yeah, I'm excited for Swansea next season, Stux. I hope if you're a new viewer, everyone do give Stux a warm welcome. We always welcome our new viewers on to Alexis. Jack says, please draw, need points. Is that Prediction League points? Or is that, no, it must be Prediction League points. Well, a Preston win would not do me too shabby there. But to be honest, I don't actually really mind the result because regardless, James Macy has predicted the same score as me. So I don't mind it so much. Let's see that Alan Brown goal again. And, oh, right, I thought it looked as better as it did, but it actually comes in off the head of Scott Walton. That's why it goes right into the top corner. I thought it, well, because Brown was going to go to the other corner, but Wharton literally heads it into the other corner. So that's what's happened there. I thought it looked a bit better than what it did. Yeah, it did seem like it could have taken a wicked deflection, and it did. It literally wrong-footed Kaminsky there. Pirro needs to stay, says Stux. Yes, agreed. 20 goals. I mean, those type of players are completely irreplaceable. So I completely agree. And thank you, Studs, for subscribing to the channel. He's a man to his word. He has subscribed to the channel. We're on 1,073, guys. The target is 1,075. We're 2 subs away already from that target. So if you guys have not hit the subscribe button yet, please do so. It does really help the growth of this channel. If you've already liked and subscribed to the stream, obviously liking and subscribing is, fantastic for support for my channel. But if you've done all of that, if you share this channel, it's definitely going to really help the growth of this channel as well. The algorithm will then work well as well. So guys, make sure to share as well. But thank you guys so much for the support so far. I'm really enjoying this game. I've got to say, this has been the best game I've watched so far. Probably not the best in quality. I still don't know, out of the 3 games I've watched recently, which has the best quality. Long ball again, find Sam Gallagher. I tell you what, Blackburn have done that a lot. A long looping ball, trying to find Sam Gallagher. And a lot of the times he would actually get ahead of his defender, whether it's Vandenberg, whether it's Bauer. Gallagher's been a real trouble for Preston's back line. And he's done really, really well so far. Obviously, he's scored one of the goals, Sam Gallagher, as well. Blackburn have got a throw in near the penalty area here. So, throw in. Oh, okay. This could be a small opportunity there. I'm just going to get familiar with shirt numbers here, because I'm actually going to not know who is who. I do know all of these players, but I need to remember them by shirt numbers. If my eyesight was any good, I can just look at, their names, but I'm going to have to remember by number, which is quite annoying. Right, so it is a goal kick to Preston now. Crystal Palace Racer, hello, new viewer here. Well, Crystal Palace Racer, everyone give him a warm welcome to the stream. It's always fantastic to see any new viewers going into the stream. It's absolutely amazing. Cross comes in for Preston, header. Oh, Charles, Cunningham missed. Oh my gosh, Charles was begging for Preston. They broke very well. Oh, fantastic play there. So, Bauer, oh no, it's not Bowers, it's Hedges, no, Hughes, sorry. And then Reese wins the header from that cross. Oh, that chance is gaping for a goal, but Cunningham misses it completely. He swings his foot out, he misses it, and his other foot kicks it out, and it's a goal kick to Blackburn. What a waste of a chance. Come on, Palace, says Crystal Palace Racer. We will keep our eyes on the Palace game as well. In fact, I might get that sorted now quickly. Let's just get another tab open for Crystal Palace versus Leeds. And Kaminsky collects. Right, not much going on there. Right, I'm just getting the game sorted there. Right, we're 2 minutes gone, and it's still Crystal Palace 0, Leeds 0 at the moment. I mean, so Crystal Palace at the moment, they're 14th right there in the table. So 14th position, we find them. Leeds are 16th. And there's a couple of Leeds fans still a little bit worried about their relegation troubles. But if you look at it, it is still a 5-point gap. And I just don't see Everton picking up too many more points. So I think they'd still be okay. But if you think one win for Leeds would nearly put them ahead of Villa. So I think they'll be okay, Leeds, if they win this. Palace, if they win this game, they would go right up to 12th. Joint on points with Brentford, but they've got a better goal difference than Southampton as well. So, let's go back to this. 7 minutes in. I've been a Crystal Palace fan for 7 years, got a season ticket every season. I'm poorly, so I ain't going to the Palace match. Oh, okay. I'll definitely keep an eye on the scoreline here, despite watching a completely different game. Let's not get relegated, said Palace. You're safe. You're absolutely safe. And what a job Vieira's done as well to get to the semi-final of the FA Cup in the season and that he did. And the players that you have got, just even having the midfield of Gallagher, Elise and Eze, 3 players I am a huge fan of. Right, if we're going back to Preston and Blackburn, Bowers just made a challenge onto Hedges. Hedges has been getting a lot of challenges, I've got to say. And it is definitely a free kick to Blackburn, about, I would dare say, 20-ish yards out. It's just slightly outside of the penalty area. Who's going Everton away next season? Oh, I'm sure a lot of people will. Right, so it looks like it could be Joe Rothwell or Pickering taking this free kick. I personally think Rothwell should. But knowing me, it will be Pickering. No, it is Rothwell taking the free kick. No, okay. Pass. Oh, it's in! Oh, it's a third! It's a third for Blackburn. It's Nenningham now with the goal. 4 goals in 36 minutes. And Blackburn have restored their 2-goal cushion. A simple set piece. Ryan Lowe will be absolutely fuming at this team. Preston don't deal with a very simple set piece goal. So, Pickering runs over the ball. Rothwell takes a chip. And Nenningham rises above his defender. And it's as easy as that. It'll be very disappointing defending there. Oh my gosh. That is very, very poor. I can't even defend that. Well, no pun intended there. I can't even defend that. That is not good defending at all. I think, is it Reese who goes up to... Yeah, it's Reese who tries to defend Nenningham. And Nenningham, just simply too much desire, jumps over Reese and gets ahead of there. And the back line of Preston are in absolute... they are fuming at each other. Because it's pretty much 3 shots on target for Blackburn and 3 goals. Although the same could be said about Preston. 1 shot on target, 1 goal there. Let's actually see some stats here. So, I've actually not shown the stats of this game so far. I think now we're 37 minutes in already. Oh my gosh, where's the time gone? Let's see some stats. So, look at that. 51% possession for Blackburn. Blackburn have had more of the ball than Preston. 6 shots, 3 on target, and 3 goals. 1 off target, 2 block shots here. Preston have only had, they've had 2 shots on target and 2 shots, and 1 shot on target, which was their goal. Look at that, 6 fouls for Preston. 2 of corner kicks, 2 offsides. Big chances, and yeah, that's right. Blackburn did hit the woodwork, but that did result in their goal though. And save, yes. So Iverson did have to make 1 save, but it was barely a save, really, to be honest. It was barely a shot. Oh my days! Oh my word! I was just looking at the stats. And Kaminsky's now made a save. You cannot turn your back on this game at all. Brad Potts does a brilliant run in the right-hand side. No one wins it. And, it's Travis who tries to defend it. But it turns out it was going on target. And Kaminsky gets his teammate out of jail big time. Let's see this corner. So, it looks like Johnson's going to take this corner for Preston now. 3-1 bunkers. Yeah, honestly, unbelievable. Header by Archer, and it's over the goal. And that's the difference. Preston, or Blackburn, if they had that chance, they'll be hitting it on target and it'll be a goal. They cannot afford to miss too many of those chances now. They can't afford to do it. We've hit our like target already. Somehow, guys, we've already hit 30 likes. So, thank you so much, guys, for that. The next target is for the subscriber goal. So, we have gained a sub as well. So, guys, thank you to whoever's just subscribed. We're on 1,074 subs now. Only 1 away from our target of 1,075. That was our target for this stream today. Only 1 of you will need to hit the subscribe button. Thank you, guys, anyway, for the support. I really, really do appreciate all of your support. Crystal Palace and Leeds as well, just because we do have a Crystal Palace viewer as well. It is still 0-0 at the moment. I'm tempted to either have commentary on or off. I mean, yeah, I will have commentary on there. In terms of stats, Crystal Palace have had 1 shot, and that's it. No shots on target yet. Oh, okay. Reese does well to win the ball here. Cross comes in. Oh, chance for Daniel Johnson. It's what a block that is by Blackburn there. That's a very crucial block. Cunningham on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Great defending by Van Heck. Patrick Bauer keeps the ball alive. Now to the right-hand side, where it's to Reese. Hughes with the long ball. Headed. And it is a free kick to Blackburn. Preston conceding a foul in Blackburn's penalty area. And Blackburn would not mind that at all. That was a good bit of play by Preston. To be fair to Preston, they have slightly improved their play going forward. But that is a very crucial block. I think it's by Lenningham. Or is it Walton? I think it's Lenningham, actually. So he scores, and he's provided almost like a goal line clearance, because it was a clean strike from Daniel Johnson. Fair play to Lenningham there. He's done really well in these opening 40 minutes of this game. I'm just getting more familiar with show numbers. Right, another free kick for Blackburn. Patrick Bauer this time conceding the foul. The referee's not given many yellow cards. I mean, he's given one to Alan Brown and he's given one to Pickering already. But none to anyone else. And I think we've got a visitor now. It was Blue Terrier that wanted Gatsby. He has now turned up. 40 minutes in, so that's not as bad this time. Do you want to make an appearance? Or are you going to sit around and be far away from the stream? You're going to sit around and be far away. Okay, be that way. By the way, if anyone's new, Gatsby is my cat. So he's just entered into the stream right there. So maybe at halftime we can show him off and we'll see if we can get his views on the game. Right, free kick to Blackburn there. Rothwell with the ball again. This time it's well defended. But Hedges heads the ball back into danger. But Preston clear. Potts now with the ball, but it's well intercepted by Nenniam, and it's a throw-in to Preston. Man like Gatsby, yes, he has entered the chat. I might just shut my door very, very quickly. So, guys, I'm just going to be back for 10 seconds. Just going to close my door. You always open the door so wide open when you go in, Gatsby. You do. And it's a pain in the arse sometimes. So they're already showing Fulham and Forest. They're promoting the hell out of that game, and I'm not surprised. That game could really speak volumes of if, Bournemouth are going to be safe, getting promoted or not. If Forest lose this, it really puts Bournemouth in a very, very favourable position here. Oh, don't get a headache already. I've got another half football to talk about. Cross comes in. Johnson still. Oh, I think Blackburn managed to clear it away somehow. But Preston still win the ball back and still with a couple of chances there. Right, number 4 is Benjamin Whiteman. I'll be getting him and Bauer confused. Right. Long looping ball coming in. Daniel Johnson is going to win that, but it's a throw in to Blackburn. But Preston won a foul. I think Preston are going to really moan at the referee because Blackburn have been, well, not as rough as Preston, but they have been treading on thin ice as much as Preston in terms of trying to concede fouls, and the referee's given a lot more to Blackburn's way. Long throw in by Nenniam there. Broughton Diaz wins it, and it's going to be a Preston throw. Thanks to the 5 viewers here. Thank you for the support so far on this stream at the moment. We're in the 44th minute, so we only are 1 minute plus stoppage time away from half time, where we'll be talking about our reaction to this game. I completely forgot this game started at 7:30, so we might actually have an early finish. If anything, now I'm tempted to do career mode now. I don't know. I'll think about it. It depends if I actually feel up for it. If I feel tired after this game, I can't. But if I probably can, and I feel like I want to stream for more, I don't know. I might do it. Right, Blackburn with the throw-in. And, yeah, it's just bouncing around at the moment. Back to the back line there. It is a 3 minutes of stoppage time, which doesn't surprise me. What a ball by Lenningham. But Ben Brereton, had he grown 2 extra inches, would have scored a fantastic goal. He doesn't quite get the height to reach the ball. And Iverson collects. Now Preston now passing out from the back. Patrick Bauer now. He's just passed it to Andrew Hughes. So Hughes is 16. There we go. That makes sense. So he's going to give it to Greg Cunningham there. And I tell you what, I've been impressed with Blackburn's press. And that's one thing I definitely observed when I last watched Blackburn live. But it's clear they don't really do that all that much if they've not been, winning as effectively as they have been. You're going to do a Birmingham, says Leghorn Henry. That's not a bad shout, to be fair. Right. Ball's just gone to nowhere. Kaminsky will collect that. We're going to run the time down a little bit. Blackburn will like they've got a 2-goal cushion. Had it been 2-1 going to half-time, it could have been a chance for Preston to, build up some momentum. But at the moment, it's looking like it's going to stay 3-1 going to half-time. I mean, this game has been back and forth. It's been so entertaining, so I wouldn't even be surprised if it ends up with a goal at the moment. Just passing out from the back here. Emil Reese is pressing Kaminsky. Kaminsky boots it away. He does find a Blackburn player there. Yeah, their team's not great at all, really, looking at it. They had a great result in real life, but, yeah, theoretically not great. And it's going to be a Blackburn throw. Everson's been given a 5.7 now. That's very harsh. And Peter Ridsdale, they just got a shot on him watching this game. He doesn't look all that pleased, which I'm not really too surprised. If Preston are going to beat anyone, it's going to be, they'd want to beat their biggest rivals. And at the moment, if we're considering Blackburn and Blackpool, they've had, as it stands, if this result stays, they'll have 3 defeats and 1 win against their, 2 defeats and 1. No, 3 defeats because they'll lose. Well, they lost to Blackburn in the reverse fixture. So they'll have 3 defeats and 1 win against their main rivals, which is a very poor record. Oh, okay. Bit shaky there in that Blackburn back line there. They cannot afford to concede now, Blackburn. They've got about 30 seconds to survive. They definitely need that 2-goal cushion going into half-time. Regan, welcome to the stream. Horrible defending from Preston. That 3rd goal was the worst one. It's a simple free kick, set piece situation, and Blackburn made that look so easy. Right, the halftime whistle's gone. It's Preston 1, Blackburn 3. Sam Gallagher getting into the score sheet first after a free kick. Ben Brereton Diaz winning the header, coming off the crossbar, but Sam Gallagher hitting the rebound. Then a fantastic strike by John Buckley, and Ben Brereton Diaz involved in the build-up of that goal. Sepp van den Berg doesn't really do well. He tries to tackle it, but he doesn't tackle it well. Then the 3rd goal came from a simple free kick by Rothwell, and then a header by Lenihan. Preston score one of their own. Good play, actually, by Cunningham, finding Daniel Johnson and then Alan Brown, where his shot takes off a wicked deflection of Wharton to get past Kaminsky. So, those are how the 4 goals came in. Let me know of your guys' thoughts in the comments. What score do I think it'll end, says Jordan James Adams. I'm going to say 4-2. I think that's what the scoreline will end, and I hope so. I want to see more goals. And Jordan James Adams, if you're a new viewer, everyone do give Jordan a warm welcome to the stream. We always make sure we welcome all of our new viewers onto Alexis. We always do. Right, so to talk about what's going to happen this week, this is a nice time for me to go on about that. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk through my League One top 6 predictions. I'm going to review who I think will join the Championship next year. So, who I think will get promoted, who I think will get promoted by the playoffs. I'll be doing a very detailed analysis on that. Wednesday will be the Championship version because after that, we'll only have 12 full game weeks and 2 games in hands left. So, I think that's going to be the most appropriate time to then review that. Thursday, maybe no videos there, but I will be trying to post as much as I can. And of course, Friday will be my score predictions for the penultimate weekend's games. So there's a lot of content to go out. I tell you what, I definitely want to do my championship team for season. I definitely want to post that as soon as I can. There's a couple of other things that I want to post as well. I need to post my reaction to the Super League game as well. Well, my 6-a-side game as well. So there's a couple of things I've really got to do. But yeah, just give me some time, guys. All of it's going to be feeling congested, but I promise you, you won't be, having a long period of me not uploading, because I'm definitely going to be uploading a lot more as I can. Lequan Henry's looking like he's doing well for his career modes here. Right, so my reaction to this halftime game as follows. Well, let's look at the stats. I think that's the best way we can look at here. So if you see the momentum here, Preston, very small spell, but when Blackburn went 2-0 up, they've got that big spell there. This was when Brown got that goal there. And then Blackburn's third came here. But then Preston, to be fair for them, they did end the slightly better. I would agree with that. But Blackburn have done really well to frustrate Preston. They really have frustrated them well. If you look at this, very one-sided, 7 shots to 4. Preston have just edged out Blackburn with the possession, which, you know, is because they had that late rally there. 4 shots on target and, you know, 1 shot on target for Preston, which was their 1 goal. But look at that, 4 shots on target, and that ended up as 3 goals. Corner kicks 2-1 there, 8 fouls for Preston, and that's another thing they've been complaining about. They've had a couple of yellow cards. Well, I know Blackburn have had more apparently, which is surprising. But they've been very frustrated with the referee decisions there. Big chance they're hitting the woodwork. Well, that big chance and the woodwork did end up as the first goal in the end. Shots outside the box 3, and one of them was that incredible John Buckley goal, which made it 2-0 to Blackburn there. And both goalkeepers made 1 save each. The best save coming out of, ironically, from Kaminsky, from his own teammate. Passes was close there. Accurate passes, Preston have had more. But look at that, long balls, and that's been the difference. 46% accuracy as well. So very contrasting way that they're playing. Dribbles, you know, success rate. Blackburn have been able to find more space, which is disappointing for Preston's part, as they've not been keeping a good enough shape there. They've won more duels, but even with that, they've not been able to use the ball well from it. Defensively, Preston slightly edging, but they've had to defend it because when Blackburn have been forward, they've been the most advanced team forward so far. So if you notice with the top 6 here, Blackburn are 7th. They're 3 points behind Sheffield United. We were looking at what both teams play. Sheffield United have got QPR and Fulham left, which are 2, you know, games that are not straightforward, especially for them. Maybe they could get a result against a QPR side that are very out of sorts. Middlesbrough, who have got that game in hand against Cardiff, which is a must win. I talked about it in my review video today. They've also got Stoke and Preston to end things off. So, not straightforward. Stoke have been doing quite well. Preston might not be too bad if they play like that against them. And then Millwall, they've got already relegated Peterborough, where they could rotate their squad. And then they've got Bournemouth, So, it's getting very, very interesting. But personally, I think if we're looking at the teams who could get top 6, it's those teams. But I would say Luton, in fact, we're not going to include Sheffield United. I don't know what I'm doing there. Luton, Forest, Huddersfield have secured it for me. I think they have secured it. You know, they would have a huge collapse for them not to get into it there. Blackburn are now 7th somehow, because somehow they've got a better goal difference than Millwall there. And I think that's made things very interesting now, especially if they can actually get a win. I mean, Blackburn, if you look at their form, atrocious. 3 defeats and 5. A win for them, all of a sudden, now puts them back into contention to get into the top 6. So, it's really, really going to make things interesting if it stays like this going into full time. Regan's very not pleased. Sunday, you're doing your table for next season. I don't think I am. I think Sunday will actually be my last FIFA 22 predicts. I think that's what is going to happen on Sunday there. This team is dead, says Lequan Henry. Are you talking about Birmingham or Preston? It could be either one of those. In my mock exam period, Alex, I'm very nervous. Just had English Lit and Maths today. Ooh. Best thing about English Lit, get a very good idea of what's going on in each chapter. You know, you don't even need to know every quote word for word. If anything, just pick 1 or 2 quotes per chapter. You know, limit yourself in trying to explode your head full of like capacity for English Lit, because that's one thing people do try and overcomplicate. They spend way more time on that, trying to remember every single page number, every single quote from every single character. You know, you just need to know quotes and things. You know, you can build your own resources if you know the story well enough. You know, everyone's going to have a different resource bank with English Lit. And with maths, it's practice. I always say it to my tutoring when I tutor people maths. The best way to improve with maths is practice. And, you know, a lot of people hate that answer, especially ones going for GCSE, but enough practice papers and all of that, you know, you've got it. If you try, you do well. As crazy as that sounds, because there's so many people that do the exams that just don't try, because you actually try, you'll actually benefit much better. So don't have any worries. That's my best advice for that. Face Jamie, I'm so sorry. Yes, I did notice it was your birthday. Happy birthday. How old are you, by the way? I'd like to know. I probably already asked this, but can't remember. What should my first beer at a game? What should be your first beer at a game this season? Right. Talking for someone that's not quite a connoisseur when it comes to beers, because I am always very fussy when it comes to drinking and eating. But I would say a Budweiser is always a good one. A Carlsberg's not too bad. Stella, they'll be my top 3 picks. You pick Guinness if you like, but I personally can't stand Guinness. But I know some people really love Guinness, so I mean, I don't know if these people are not normal, but I don't like Guinness all that much. But it doesn't mean you don't like it. You know, try if you like to there. But it's a very different tasting beer than all the other 3 other beers that I just named here. Kamimbuku, you got him for 2.7 million. That's a decent signing there. Right, second half's going to be in the next, well, just under 5 minutes or so. So we've already talked about the table. Let's actually quickly go on about what's going on with Palace and Leeds. I think now is a good time to check what's going on in that game. So as you can see there, possession says 54-46. 3 shots to 2, 1 shot on target each. Still 0-0. If you see formations, so Crystal Palace got Gaeta, Klein, Anderson, Gay, Ward, Gallagher, MacArthur, Eze, Ayew, Mateta, and Zaha. That's a pretty good starting 11 there. Butlin, Tompkins, Elise, Kuyate, Hughes, Schlupp, Benteke, Edouard, and Kelly. I tell you what, that's a really good Palace team. Then Leeds, they got Melia, Ayling, Lorente, Cooper is playing. Dallas there. Then they got Click and Phillips as the midfield 2 with Rafinha a bit more advanced. Rodrigo, Harrison, and then James. Okay, interesting. Rodrigo, I'm assuming, is going to be the... No, James is actually going to be acting as a striker. Okay, interesting. Third, Pocock, Clayson, Strujic, Bate. That's Lewis Bate, that is. I'll be excited to see how he gets on. Gelhart, Cresswell, Greenwood, and Kennan. Not Mason Greenwood, by the way. So, Leeds having a chance. Jack Harrison wins a Leeds corner. Liam Cooper hits it to the ground, but Gaeta is able to save. Oh, right, okay. So, Leeds have had a shot on target. So, Leeds are going to have more shots on target now. But back into the Championship, where we're going to go. What would I do if I was Ryan Lowe right now? What would I do to change? For a start, I think McCann can play. Let's put... I don't know. I don't know what's going to be their problem. Their problem really is... I'm just trying to think what their problem is. Johnson's been given a 6.4 rating there. I tell you what they need. I think they need another midfielder. I got to say... And if anything, having 2 up front there is clearly not working. I think if they almost play like how Blackburn have played, with Sam Gallagher being like the lone striker and putting Archer in that role, I think it can work. Maybe take Emil Rees off and maybe replace him with McCann to get more control in that midfield area. Because Reitman, whilst he's doing all right, he's not being able to control it too well. Hughes has been given a 5.9 there. Defensively, I can't really suggest too much there. I would tweak the formation, add another midfielder there, remove the striker as a result of that, and then, if anything, push Brad Potts and Cunningham back a little bit. Because you'll have more midfielders there, you know, you need to try and keep your shape. And I think having Cunningham and Potts that advanced, I think it's definitely putting a lot more pressure on Vandenberg and Andrew Hughes there. Bauer's been the best of the defenders, hence why he's got the highest rating there. Iverson with a 5.7 is very harsh. You know, you couldn't really do anything about any of the goals. So, yeah, I'd keep Alan Brown on. I was thinking of maybe substituting off Johnson. Maybe you can keep him on there. But that's what I'll do. I would add another midfielder and I would push the fullbacks back a little bit. And then sub off Emil Rees for that midfielder for McCann and put Archer up front on his own. That's what I would do personally if I was the manager in that situation after seeing what I've just seen there. Vodka and Malibu, says Jack. I'm a goat, apparently, says Leghorn Henry. Why? My tactical masterclass or my beer analysis? Either way, you know, they're all pretty basic, really, aren't they? Right. So, once again, thank you guys for the support. I really, really do appreciate it today. I really, really do. We've hit over 30 likes. We are on 32 likes. Thank you guys so much. That is, the fact of the matter is, the fact we've actually on 32 already is incredible. And we've got another half of football to play, which is even more incredible as well. And for subs, we're still one away for 1,075. That is our target. Amazing work. So guys, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button if you've not done so, as we're only one subscriber away to 1,075. You just got me a player. Who was it? Was it Cameron Archer or someone maybe? Has Jack donated yet? No, but he doesn't have to. I'm not telling anyone to donate right now. You don't really have to, obviously. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So apparently the youth squad for Preston have won their Northwest Division. Oh, that's amazing. They've actually won it with a couple of games to spare as well. Right. We're doing really well. Honestly, we can make it to 1.08 thousand subscribers very, very soon, actually, which is incredible for me to think about it, considering where we were a couple of weeks ago. I was really stalling with subs, but I was not surprised. I was just not posting. Simple as. So that's why that was happening there. But it goes to show, when you post and you post effectively, you grow. It does work, guys. And you've got the best fans in the world that can just wait for you to go back and wait to post constantly as well. And you guys have done exactly that. So I really appreciate that from you guys. Saving my money for Cardiff away first to get food, drinks, flair, and masks. Yeah, honestly, I think that's definitely a better way to spend your money. Honestly, I think that is a better way. But yeah, no, fair enough. Good for you that you've already thought out how to use that money there. Definitely more organised on their finances than I am. Will Blues women stay up? Says Jack. Now that is a question and a half. I could try and open a tab. I'll just actually quickly search it up, actually, because I did look at the league. I think I looked at it yesterday because one of my mates asked me a question on it, who supports West Ham Women's. So, yeah, Birmingham on 8 points in the moment. They're 4 points off safety. It's going to be tough. It'll be tough for Birmingham to stay up, I've got to say. Leicester could potentially be, if they can shock a win and Leicester continues to lose as they are, they may have a chance there. Because I think there's only one team that gets relegated from the Women's Super League. So correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too sure. I've got to be honest, mate. Gustavo Ruiz. Greetings from Guatemala. Amazing. I don't think I've had a viewer from Guatemala before, but amazing. Welcome to the stream. Everyone do give Gustavo a really warm welcome to the stream. He deserves it. Right. We are just about to kick off for the second half. We've already had 4 goals in this half, which is good enough for me. In our last 2 watch-alongs, they've not been 0-0s. They've not exactly been classics. This has been a proper derby game classic so far to have 4 goals in. So, hoping that's going to be the same. Preston have just kicked off, and it's already ended with Preston getting... Well, the half's not ended, but it's already started with Preston having a throw-in. I bet Preston will tie. Do you think they'll tie this game? Unless they completely change their personnel from the first half, I don't know. But I did tactically go for it. Oh, this could be a chance for Preston. Cameron Archer, and its touch is too heavy. It's gone out of play. This is what they need to do. That's what Archer needs to do, because Archer was barely non-existent in that half at all. But already, long ball in, Whiteman, Bauer, and then perfect through ball. But Archer already has too much of a heavy touch and it goes out of play. That's what Archer needs to do. The fact that Preston have had that warning sign and they've still got a good 44 minutes plus stoppage time to do that, maybe they may have a very slight chance. I think it's only one team that goes on. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because I think last year it was Bristol City Women's and I think, it was only them that went down. So, yeah, I think I am right. I think it is only one team. And, yeah, not over, but I don't have a lot of confidence looking at their stats there. Gerhardt is a Birmingham player, says Lequan. Great signing, I gotta say. That's a great signing. Oh, it was Gerhardt from the Leeds team that you got inspiration for. Right. All long clearance there for Blackburn there. Gallagher winning the header, but no one there to receive it, and it is defended by Vandenberg. Long ball coming in, trying to find Emma Reese, but it doesn't work there. Long ball coming in there. Van Heck's very organised, and it will be comfortably collected by Kaminsky. Crystal Palace Racer is back. Welcome back to the stream. It's good to see everyone returning to the stream. By the way, Crystal Palace and Leeds is still 0-0 after 35 minutes. I will be keeping a couple of tabs on that at the moment, but it's still 0-0 there. I'm keeping my eye on arguably probably the most entertaining game so far, which has been Preston 1, Blackburn Rovers 3. No goals so far, but I can definitely safely say that I think Preston's got a bit more intent. Love that from Alan Brown, winning the ball back like that. Brilliant play there. Although that's a pretty poor pass by Whiteman, I won't lie there. I'm doing something for Lee Boyer. Okay. I need to get the names. Right. By the way, I didn't talk about this, guys. They have made a substitution. Greg Cunningham is off, and Sean Maguire is on, which is interesting. So basically, my tactic of having one lone striker and being quite direct is out of Ryan Lowe's mind. He's chucking as many strikers as he can onto the pitch, basically. Okay, well, fair enough. Chance, high and wide, way over the goal. Sean Maguire. He did score quite recently, Sean Maguire, and I'm hoping he builds up his confidence back, but I just don't see him as a very inspiring choice that is going to turn around a 2-goal comeback against Blackburn. Jack says, get rid of the owners and boards. Yeah, he's not happy with the board at the moment there. Goal kick for Blackburn though, since that shot from Sean Maguire is still flying to this day. Okay, Blackburn now with a bit of a spell of possession. And they've got a bit of space here. They can definitely exploit Preston here. Travis with the ball. Ben Brereton and lack of communication there. But it was a very good ball by Travis to find Ben Brereton. But Ben Brereton Diaz doesn't communicate that very, very well at all, I've got to say. It's a goal kick to Preston. Playing out from the back a little bit. A long Macy run there. Daniel Johnson now receiving the ball, but good defending by Nenningham. I've got to say, Nenningham's got to get at least a 7 rating. He's done really well. Right, Van Heck now. He's charging forward. Now he's finding, I believe, Brereton there. Oh, that was actually a bit close, actually. It was a bit similar to... it was Gallagher, sorry. I was getting them mixed up. They both got shaggy hair. Leave me alone. Right, so Gallagher runs, and it looks like it's defended by Bauer, but... a little bit similar to what Travis had to do when Kaminsky made that save, except that Bauer didn't actually hit the target, which definitely saves the stress of Iverson making the save, but it does mean the outcome of a corner to the opposing team happens, and Blackburn have got a corner, and set pieces, Blackburn have looked very dangerous, and Preston have looked quite vulnerable, so Preston have got to defend this set piece here. Corner comes in, doesn't beat the first man, very disappointing. Van Heck still wins the ball back, fair play to him. Van Heck's full of energy. Touch, and good bit of skill there. Shot, and it's way over. Oh dear, I'm not getting the same quality. It was Nellingham who shot over this time. Right, is it just me that melts ice cream then eats it? Depends what mood I'm in, really, to be honest. I don't really like melted ice cream all that much, but I understand its appeal. I guess. Right, chance maybe for Preston. Right, no, they tackled in the middle of the park. And now here come Blackburn. João Pedro joins. You've created an insane squad, I'll tell you that. Right, ball comes in and it is defended by Vandenberg over Brereton Diaz. It's a throw into Blackburn. There's a thing for everyone. I don't mind actually melted ice cream all that much. I know other people in my family would not like it whatsoever. Right, so now it's Ben Brereton Diaz. Oh, what a tackle, I gotta say. Wyman has done quite well with defending work, but breaking the play, but supplying the attack, he's not done so well there. And Whiteman's actually got a very important role, not only just breaking up the play, but he's actually got a supply as well for the forward players, and he's not really supplied it well. Right, chance for Blackburn here. Ben Brereton, chance, it's a goal, it's 4. It's 4 for Blackburn. It's Travis that scores for Blackburn, and it's getting pretty embarrassing now for Preston. They would have looked at Ryan Lowe being very optimistic for next season, but if they pull off these performances like this, it's not going to be a really exciting season for this Preston side. And it's so simple once again for Blackburn, and that's the disappointing thing. A throw-in by Pickering, Brereton Diaz shrugs off Brad Potts and Alan Brown, and finds Travis completely unchallenged. And I do think actually Iverson should do better there. It's not the most powerful shots. I mean, the defence, Hughes defending there. He gets completely outdone by Travis there. It's poor defending by Hughes. And the shot's not even that great. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on Iverson there, but Hughes especially has not done well. His positioning is all wrong. He gets on the wrong side of his foot. And it's 4 for Blackburn. And honestly, with only 52 minutes being played, it could even be more. I got to say it. Do you think Preston are on the beach now? Oh, they're most certainly on the beach, but they're then putting on a performance, and this is a disgraceful performance by Preston. This is against their Lancashire rivals, and they're putting in a performance like that. It's not going to make the fans excited for next season, I'll tell you that. Still 0-0 at Sellers. Yes, it is. Cross comes in for Preston's part, but it's just not good enough, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. There's a lot of heated figures in that Preston squad at the moment, and it's not making for good viewing at the moment. But Tony Mowbray will be thinking, how has he done this? Because Blackburn have only had 5 to 6 shots, and 4 of them have ended up as being goals. And that is what I expected Blackburn to be. Now, goal difference could be important, because I actually want to show this out very, very quickly. Well, I'll show the subs off quickly. Please, one of you subscribe if you can, because we'll make it to 1,075. I'll be absolutely appreciative. But one thing I wanted to show out was goal difference. SofaScore doesn't do goal difference very well, but as you can see, 57-46, 56-44. If you do the quick maths, Blackburn have plus 11 goal difference. Sheffield United have plus 12. If Blackburn win by enough and they, get 3 points and Sheffield United do not win, they can automatically overtake Sheffield United. So if I was Mowbray and I knew that was a goal difference, I would be telling this team to score more. Honestly, the goal difference now is getting close, and I think this could actually be a tremendous win for Blackburn at this stage. I would not mind Preston playing like this on the final day as they play Borough. That's exactly what I just mentioned when I talked about not my predictions for top 6 yet, but what I'm going to base a lot of my debate on. It's going to be every team's last 2 games, apart from Middlesbrough, which by that time they will still have Cardiff to play. I'm going to make that video on the Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm going to do my predictions for League 1, so who I think will get promoted there, because League 1 actually ends this week, unbelievably. So there's definitely not many games left. There's a midweek batch of games. In fact, quite a lot of midweek games, actually, to be fair. And then there's the last full week in the end of this week, actually. So League 1 ends very, very soon. So I'm definitely going to make a video on it. And then Wednesday, I'm going to do my top 6 predictions. Talking through all of that. Dawash Game says, look at Huddersfield. Win, draw, win. Oh, no, says Dawaj. Well, if they secure top 6, maybe they can put their foot off the gas slightly, unless they still want to secure 3rd place. That's all I'm going to say. Keller joins. That's a great signing. Right, Blackburn, here they go again on their own. And they win a corner this time. Patrick Bauer defends that cross. Patrick Bauer, I think, has been their best defender. I've got to say it. I think Bauer's been the best. Now, they are claiming for a handball in that build-up there. So this goes in. This will be very controversial if it ends up as a goal, at least. I tell you what, it's just Preston have really lacked solidity, really. They've made it way too easy for Blackburn. Corner comes in. And, okay, Iverson tips it over the goal. I've seen him catch these shots before. What's going on with Iverson today? I've seen him catch these shots before. And for one time today, he's tipped the ball over. I mean, yes, but it's another corner for Blackburn. And bearing in mind how poor Preston have been with defending set pieces, you've got to stop Preston facing as many set pieces as you can. So I question why he didn't catch that there. But, it's me being very, very harsh, really, to be honest. There's a lot for me to say being an armchair viewer here. Cross comes in, blocked, and Blackburn don't quite get it. Oh, it's a small shot. It bounces a couple of times, and it's collected by Iverson. Preston get battered everywhere they go, says Downwatch Games. Blue Terrier says, need to change light goal. Yeah. Tough game, but expected, says Charlie's probably talking about the Palace game. Yes, Palace is never an easy game. Is Pervader on? I'll check that now. Let me actually check, because now will be a good time. Let's actually capture and see what's going on with Palace and Leeds. So as you can see, 6 shots to 3 for Palace's favour. 2 shots on target to 1 there. If we're talking about subs, okay, it's a corner to Preston, by the way. I don't think there's been any subs yet. I mean, I think it's still, I think they're still playing now. I think at the moment it's not even half time yet. So, because it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, let's not on about, no, it is half time. I do lie, it is half time. 0-0 at the moment. No subs really at the moment. Preston corner, headed away by Van Heck. Great defending by the defender there. Shows why Nee Nichols is in the team for seasons. Gustavo Oporto, Ben Brereton Diaz, Buena Gambetta. Once again, like anytime any team goes forward, it looks like there's going to be a chance. You can't turn your head away from this game. You blink and you'll miss it. There's been a couple of yellow cards I've missed. There's been a couple of controversial challenges. I didn't even notice the handball that led to one of Blackburn's big chances there. Leave him to just one him. That's a good signing. Right. Daniel Johnson taking the corner. Not headed away. Chance. Oh, what a save by Kaminsky. Oh, my days. How have Preston not scored? Oh, my days. Right. I need to see this again. That's an outstanding save by the Blackburn shot stopper there. It's still alive. Sean Maguire now. Seth Vandenberg. He's going to give it to Sean Maguire. Heavy touch there, but it's still kept. Alan Brown. And it's a free kick to Preston in a pretty good position. Let's talk about this moment. I want to see a replay. Right. Corner comes in. It is a powerful header, I think, by Bauer. It then, I think, deflects off a Preston player. And it's a clean strike by Brown, I think. And it's an outstanding save by Kaminsky. Pervaded to be subbed on at half-time. Yeah, I think so. All Sheffield United, Millwall and Blackburn all have one of the top 2 played still. Yes, exactly. So their run-ins are quite similar. It's really going to be down to who's going to be more consistent. Really. Yellow card? I must have missed that, Jeff. Well, yellow card. Well, no, it has to be a red card that I've had to miss. Oh, that was a great quote, actually. A perfectly timed quote. Right, let's talk through this free kick. Blackburn have had a free kick in a similar position, which ended up as a goal. They actually didn't go for the strike. They actually just went for a chipped ball and a free header. Preston could go for something similar, but with that angle, they could go for a shot there. It'll be an outrageous goal if it goes in. Shot. It goes through the wall, and it's comfortably saved by Kaminsky. It actually did really well, but the power and the height was not quite there. It was not a terrible free kick, I've got to be honest. God, so it was defended, but then, yes, it was Bauer. I've got to say, Bauer, I think, has been one of Preston's best players. I've got to say it. Bauer heads it in. It comes off Archer. He's actually blocked Bauer's shot, but then it actually comes back very, very nicely. But Kaminsky makes the save. Once again, Preston, and Archer's done this twice now, where he's had a heavy touch and Blackburn have been able to stop his attack because of it. Rabbit, welcome back. Another yellow card, I think this time to Benjamin Whiteman. I think he's been booked now. Yes, it's... it's not great by Whiteman there. Definitely has retaliated a little bit towards Joe Rothwell there. I'm pushing for top 2, says Lequan in his career mode there. The amount of career modes you do right now. Right, long ball going in, and oh god, Ben Brereton tries to catch the ball like he's in volleyball, playing volleyball right now. Bit of controversy there, especially if he did handle the ball there, but I don't think he did. But Preston weren't pleased with that, actually. Right, Preston are kind of playing out from the back at the moment. I mean, I need more agency for that. Oh, you mean Blackburn bench? Did I say Leeds? I obviously meant Blackburn. No, the only sub that has happened, and I'll show you, has been for Preston. It has been Sean Maguire on for Cunningham. Pervada, as you can see, is there, and he's not been subbed. Blackburn have not made a change yet so far. So, yeah, that squad has pretty much stayed the same, apart from Cunningham going off and Maguire going off. Which, personally, if you saw my tactic, I didn't, do that. It's still replaying, and when Brereton tried to catch the ball with his hands, it's a free kick to Preston. Another yellow card for Blackburn. Blackburn are going to be a bit careful with their yellow cards. They think it's the 3rd yellow card they've had in their squad right now. So Mowbray may want to turn to his bench very, very soon to make sure he prevents getting some of his players sent off. Yeah, it's not a great challenge at all, I've got to say. I think it was... Who was it that made the challenge? I think it may have been Travis who made... Yeah, it was Travis with the challenge on Alan Brown. Definitely a yellow card offence there. Or was it Buckley? No, I thought it was... It may be Buckley, actually. Right, so free kick for Preston in this position. Slightly more central, this free kick this time. I'm getting quite nervous for the Cardiff game on Wednesday. It's so... Oh, my days! Well... The camera didn't really show it well. Blackburn are complaining about something. What's going on here? Well, the camera didn't really show the incident. They just quickly panned to the ball, hitting wide of the post. Is there a retake? What's going on here? I was generally watching the TV. Something, it was like one of those moments where they shot one thing and then quickly, bang, they have to change it. And the ball went out wide. So it's definitely a retaken free kick. I don't know, maybe Preston tried to take it quickly. And Blackburn didn't like that, maybe. I don't know. Ben will be able to know. He's watching it live. Yo, Lacapon, welcome to the stream. No surprise then. No surprise with what? Who you're backing for the Barnsley job? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know who would take that Barnsley job right now. It's one of those ones where I'm actually not too sure on who I think should take this on, to be honest. Daniel Johnson with the free kick. It's blocked by the wall. Rebound, blocked by Van Heck. Preston still have the ball. I will answer that question in a minute. Whiteman with the ball, and it's cleared again by Van Heck. Van Heck and Lenningham as a defensive duo have been absolutely excellent. Q-Death is the best place in Barnsley. Alright, I said it. Mengi out for 3 months in career mode. Yeah, well, he is out in real life, but also out in career mode too. Right. It's the 65th minute already, I've got to say. That's the thing, because Barnsley, I was thinking about this. A lot of the time, none of us have been able to predict who's going to get the next Barnsley job, because it tends to be some manager we've never ever heard of. They could try and go down, a different route and go for someone. Ben Brereton Diaz, can he get ahead of Brad Potts? Not quite. He does not manage to beat him there, but he still has the ball though. Here's, I think Buckley now the ball. Oh, I thought that was a foul there. Apparently not. Preston clear. But no one's finding anyone. Archer's position has not been great, I've got to say. Archer has been good at the start of his, season at Preston. But recently, he has definitely gone through a really dry spell. What a through ball that is. Gallagher, what a save by Iverson. That was nearly 5-1. Just like that. As easy as that. Right, so it was in the right-hand side. Literally cut their defence wide open there with that ball. That was a gorgeous ball. And Sam Gallagher, I think, actually missed an easier chance than his actual goal. It was a great save by Iverson, don't get me wrong, and I'm hoping that boosts his rating up, because I don't think it's been Iverson's fault that they've conceded 4 goals at all. Maybe the 4th one he should have done better, but I don't know. The other 3, I didn't think he had any chance for. Simon Grayson, now that's a good shout, because I was actually going to suggest him, because he was commentating this game today. All headed away. But the thing is, Grayson recently didn't have a really good time with Fleetwood. I don't know. It depends what approach Barnsley are going for. Header, and I think it's a goal kick for Preston. Yeah, I think it does come with the Blackburn player there. Hughes did well, actually, to be fair, to get ahead of him there. But that's really the only positive I could give for Hughes. Hughes has not been great tonight, I've got to say it. And if I'm right in saying, it's been one that Ben has not been sure about this season either. Here's Vandenberg on the ball. Going to give it to Whiteman. Then back to Hughes. Going to try and give it to... Okay, he's going to go for a long ball. Tries to find Archer, but Van Heck does very well to win the ball. To head the ball over him there. I don't think he's been properly injured there. A little bit of shithousing going on there. Okay, no, it's quite an awkward fall. I'll give him that. Gatsby, yes. Oh, I didn't show you Gatsby yet. Yeah, Blue Terrier, you like Gatsby, right? Well, he wasn't there at the start of the stream, but he has turned up midway through the first half. So, yeah, I completely forgot. I was supposed to show you guys. So, yeah, Gatsby. If I can even show the camera, right? There he is. He's a bit far away than normal, but I don't know. See if I can get a reaction out of him. I know. I'm waking you up. I'm so horrible. People want to see you. You're the star of the show, you know. Nah, he's going to stay asleep. He's going to stay asleep, which is quite funny, that, because he was actually asleep on my bed for most of the day. What time's your Karimo stream? Because I'm going to be free from 12. Good question, right. I was thinking 4 o'clock, because I think people still have got school to go to. So I'm thinking 4 o'clock's going to be a good time for that. Now I didn't think about this. I've got to make my video. Right, I'm going to record my video tomorrow. I'm going to obviously try and process it. I'm going to try and get it out by 4-ish. That's my aim. And maybe career mode could be on for 5 o'clock. I think that's what I might do. Blackburn for 6, says Matt. Well, they've made a hell of a statement in this game at the moment. And we were just talking about this. We are talking about goal difference now. The reason why is that previously, Sheffield United were 3 points ahead. Before this game, they were 6 points ahead with a much better goal difference. But now Blackburn are winning by this much. If you do the quick maths with a goal difference there, 57-46 and 56-44, Blackburn have a plus 11 goal difference and Sheffield United have a plus 12. So right now, any time that Sheffield United will lose and Blackburn win, they can then overtake them. Right, a substitute's coming in. Andrew Hughes is off and Joe Rafferty is on. And personally, they should have done that one ages ago. Andrew Hughes, I was very disappointed with. Hence why his 5.9 rating, especially that last goal that was scored by Travis there. His defensive positioning was awful. He got into the wrong side of his feet completely there. Iverson 5.6 is very harsh. I know he's conceded 4 goals, but there's only one of the goals where I think he could have done better. The other 3 he really couldn't do. It was down to poor defending by these 3 Muppets at the back. Bauer, to be fair, I think has actually been their best defender, but Vandenberg was poor for the first goal. The second goal, which was just a stunning goal by Buckley, they couldn't do too much about that. But then third goal was poor defending. Well, Reese was the one that was supposed to be on Nenningham who scored that one there. And then, obviously, for the fourth one, it was Andrew Hughes against Travis, which he didn't do too well with. Chance, flashes away before your eyes there. You really cannot miss watching this game. You literally blink and you miss it moment, really, in this game. Lequan Henry says, we love Gatsby. What's that I heard? I'm just looking at comments quickly. What team am I doing? Colchester. I'm still doing Colchester career mode. It's just going to be returning for season 3. I've never done 3 seasons in a single career mode before. We beat Chelsea in the cup. Oh, that's gutting. Thanks for telling me that. So they've just recorded the second substitute out for Preston. There's been no sub still for Blackburn, which is interesting. I mean, clearly Blackburn are playing very, very well right now, hence why they don't really need to make subs. But I am noticing with the amount of yellow cards that they've got 3 players on yellow cards, and they cannot afford suspensions on players. So I would definitely be cautious and try and take some of those yellow carded players off to avoid gaining them suspensions. 72 minutes gone, so we've got 18 minutes left plus stoppage time. Brereton again. Oh my gosh, Brereton is... How was he turned into the player that he is? I'm sorry, but the control this guy has now is incredible. He's giving it to Buckley now. And now they're just kind of passing it from the back. I thought I got the numbers nailed, but I've not got them remembered now. Nennyham's passing it to Van Heck there. To Kaminsky. He's going to give it to Harry Pickering, which is interesting. He's then giving it to Brereton Diaz. Tackled. But Blackburn win it back so quickly. And that's what Blackburn have done very well. Their positioning has been spot on. They've been able to win the ball back off Preston like that. And that's been really good. And once again, another run through ball. But Patrick Bauer to the rescue again with a very crucial tackle. An interception. But here go Blackburn again. I tell you what, their through balls are very deadly. But had it not been for Bauer, that'd have been 2 free through balls, which could have resulted in 2 extra goals for Blackburn. Cross comes in. Brereton off the bar. Oh, Brereton nearly scores his first goal of the game. Wow, Brereton is loving it in Deepdale right now. The Blackburn fans cannot get enough of this Blackburn side at the moment. It's poor defending by Potts, though, giving him way too much room there. Oh my days, I don't know what Potts was doing at the back there, but Brereton Diaz will be disappointed he didn't score that. We're not going to speak about a result against Wolves. Oh, okay, I can only guess what's happened there. Right, so Preston now a little bit more of us, but giving the ball away by Maguire in crucial areas. Not Harry Maguire, Sean Maguire. Another Maguire that can be, guilty of a misplaced pass here and there. Right, Pickering. He's going to give it to Scott Wharton, who I've not commentated on much. Pickering now. Oh, that's a beautiful play between Buckley and Brereton Diaz. Can he beat Potts and Vandenberg? He does. But Vandenberg recovers well, stopping Buckley running forward. And now he set off a counter-attack for Preston. But Preston stopped their tracks very, very effectively by Rothwell. Right. So now Preston still in their half. Benjamin Whiteman. Oh, crucial touch by Brown there to Johnson. Beautiful pass. Reece Jacobson. And he misses. Oh my days. And this is why Preston aren't winning. He's offside anyway. Okay. I was going to say, how on earth was he going to miss from there? But to be fair, he is offside. But not by much. But I tell you this, well done for Blackburn for playing the offside trap there, but if he didn't know he was offside and he genuinely meant that, that is an awful miss. Oh, now they're reviewing back a challenge from Whiteman, who's already been booked. May have got away with one there. Benjamin Whiteman, I've got to say. Right. Oh, ball coming in and too heavy of a touch, and Kaminsky collects. The final ball Preston's not been good enough. It's simple as that. Right. By the way, with Palace and Leeds, it's 49 minutes in and it's still 0-0 at the moment. Right. So Preston, we've got the ball with Alan Brown here. Going to give it to Sepp Vandenberg. Passing it a bit backwards there. And I've got to say, that's another thing I've noticed. They've not really been too advanced in their build-up. And Blackburn, they've been very advanced in their build-up in terms of putting the ball forward at least. That's the least that you can do to try and be advanced in your build-up play. Preston have just been slower and more predictable than what Blackburn have been. It's as simple as that. Right. I won't say this much anymore, but please, if you've not liked the stream yet, guys, please do hit the like button. We've already hit our like target, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you guys so much for the continued support. We are on 33 likes. Pretty decent. So if we could get to 35, maybe that could be incredible. So I've got to say thank you guys as always for the support. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please also do hit the subscribe button as well. It also really, really helps. Our target is 1,074. Well, our target is 1,075, sorry. So we're on 1,074. So we're one sub away from getting to our goal for today. So guys, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It really does help the support of this channel. It's completely free to do, and it really does help the growth of this channel. It looks like Laquan Henry's taking Birmingham to the playoff finals, which is amazing. You should make a top 11 friendly group. Potentially. Millwall in the final. That's interesting. Right. Charlie, Ian Pervader is going on for Sam Gallagher. Ian Pervader is on the pitch. That's the alert I'm going to give for when Ian Pervader's on. He's on the pitch. And that's Blackburn's first substitution, I think. They may be doing a couple of more, though. Yeah, Pervader is on for Sam Gallagher, which is exciting. I've seen bits of him at Leeds, and I'm hoping he's still going to do a decent amount for Blackburn in this game. Now's, I think, a really good time actually to look at stats. We've not really looked at stats properly. Birmingham through to the Prem. Well done, Laquan. You do it again. You've done it again. Right. So, stats. Preston have done more possession than Blackburn there. If you notice, they're pretty close with possession there. But look at that. 12 shots to 10. I mean, if you compare it, 7 to 4. Preston have had slightly more shots than Blackburn. I mean, if you look at it, it looks much more even. But there's only one goal's occurred. So Preston have matched Blackburn more in this, but their chance creating has been atrocious. In that level of time, over 34 minutes gone, and they've only had 2 shots. Is not good enough for Preston, especially being the home team. It's just not been good enough. Blackburn have hit the woodwork twice, and one of them has actually, been a missed chance as well, which has been from that. Maybe that chance was actually from Sam Gallagher. Sam Gallagher missed a 1-on-1. Ben Brereton hit the crossbar, and it's still only 4-1. And the fact it's only 4-1, it speaks volumes how bad Preston have been in this game today. Which it would happen in real life, but it'll take edge. Well, yeah, but if you've got a plan and they stick to it, it could. But there's no plan. There's no long-term plan with Birmingham, which is ultimately the problem. Okay, so here's Ryan Hedges. I've not seen a lot of Ryan Hedges in this half, but it's nice to see him again. Buckley now. Back to Hedges. What's Kenny do in this position? So, one back and forth there. I think it's a throw-in for Preston. Jack said just a point leg one. I mean, yeah, maybe that's the answer that Birmingham need. Right, we're in the final 10 minutes. 4-1 Blackburn. Sorry, not to Preston. 4-1 Blackburn. It honestly could have been more. It probably should have been 6-1. Personally, Brent Brereton hit the crossbar from close range, and Sam Gallagher missed a 1-on-1, and that would have made it 6-1. And unfortunately, apart from one opportunity in the second half from a corner, Preston have not made any impact or any sort of, motivation or any clear sign that they can score more than the one goal that they have scored. And that's a real shame for me, because Preston have slowed. I thought they were looking like a much better team under Lowe, but right now, I don't know how to feel. I gotta say, I really don't know how to feel about Preston for next year now. Gideon out first, says Jack. It's a solution for many scenarios, isn't it? Right. So yeah, Blackburn's remaining fixtures are Bournemouth at home, which will be tough, but their home record, Blackburn, is much better than their away form. And Birmingham away, if Birmingham are on the beach, they could look at this as a really good chance to win. Now, Ali McCann is finally on the pitch for Preston. I was calling this for ages ago, and it looks like he's replacing Benjamin Whiteman, which I was thinking that they could do, but I was thinking, why not try McCann and Whiteman together? Make things more solid in that midfield position. You know, because I personally think Whiteman really struggled by himself. I think Ryan Lowe needed to tweak his formation there, and he didn't really think of doing it. Potts looks like he's defending it, but if anything, he's actually given an assist almost to Lewis Travis. Pickering still having the ball there, riding the challenge there. It's back to Pickering from Travis there against Daniel Johnson. He gets around him. Ryan Hedges, and does he still have the ball? No, too heavy to touch. And Preston clear somehow. Brown is going to give it to Daniel Johnson. God, Daniel Johnson playing that deep shows you how much, how desperate Preston are not to concede anymore. And the least that they could do is actually not concede anymore, because it'd be even more embarrassing if it did. Would Everton get top 2 if they're in the Championship next season? You should think that they would. It's going to depend on 2 things. 1, what's their squad going to look like? And 2, who their manager's going to be. If anything, I think their manager is actually going to be the most important decision that they're going to make. I personally, and I love him as a player, but I don't think Frank Lampard should be managing Everton if they do get relegated to the Championship, I think. They need a real experienced manager in that level that can take them out of there. I would have suggested Chris Hughton, funny enough, but I probably would not suggest him anymore now. I mean, I think Everton's best way forward, because they've got rich owners, they're going to have the parachute payments. They could use that money to try and prize a manager out of the club. So I tell you who could be a good shout actually, Daniel Farke. He's suddenly someone who I just thought of. I mean, I think Farke is still managing. I can't remember where he was, but I think he was managing a club quite recently. But either way, I think if they try and go for a sacked manager, I just don't think there'll be enough, to get Everton out of it. I expect people like Anthony Gordon to stick around. I think he'll be one of the most crucial players for Everton if they do get relegated to the Championship. I've got to do a video actually on FIFA where I actually simulate a whole Championship season with Everton in the Championship and see where they finish. That's going to be something that could rile a couple of Everton fans up. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's down to squad and manager. If they get Daniel Farke in, I actually think they could be a pretty decent team if they can keep a lot of their squad in. What about Watford and Norwich? Norwich will get promoted like they always do. Norwich will go up. They're the typical yo-yo club of the Championship. Rotherham are the yo-yo club of League One. Norwich are the yo-yo club of the Championship. Although what's interesting is that will they bounce back straight away now they don't have Daniel Farke in charge? That's the interesting part. I know Dean Smith has got Brentford promoted, but a lot of the time in the Championship he's been used to, trying to be an underdog and trying to push his team, eventually starting from the bottom and then getting them into the playoff places. So it'll be an interesting dynamic. But for what I've seen of Norwich, I think they will bounce back from the Championship. And Watford will go through their sackings from managers. And I don't know about Watford. I think Watford will get top 6 still, but I don't think they'll get promoted. So I think as it stands, it'll be Everton, Norwich top 2, and then Watford will be, 4th, 5th maybe. Because I personally think, this season was a bit of an exception for that, because normally what we see the 3 relegated teams, especially very recently, actually finish in a very high position. It happened last year where we had Bournemouth, Watford and Norwich, all finish within the top 4. But then this season has kind of been a bit of an exception to that, because obviously we have Fulham who completely dominated, but then Sheffield United had that awful start, didn't they, which they kind of recovered a bit, but then West Brom, where they looked like that they were going to be, filling that stereotype of a team just being, too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Prem, but then things happen. Things happen. The tide turns very quickly. It looks like John Buckley's coming off the pitch, and I tell you what, he scored the best goal in this game today. Brilliant strike, and I gotta say, I think some people may give Iverson some flack for it, but when I saw it first viewing, it was such a powerful low strike that no way he would have been able to get it. And look who's going onto the pitch. It's Bradley Dack. And I tell you what, it's nostalgic seeing Bradley Dack because I've remembered when he was like the main man for Blackburn. And then obviously he had that really bad injury and then he's come back now. So it's very inspiring to see him again. Edun's back onto the pitch and he's replacing Joe Rothwell. So Blackburn have made a double substitution. That is their second and third substitution respectively. Well, let's see what comments are saying. Jack's saying, what for 9th? Norwich 22nd. Interesting. Honeygun saying, how am I doing? I'm doing all right. Thank you, Honeygun. Honestly, I'm very sorry, guys, that my video was a bit late today. I had inquiries to do with university. I was actually doing my graduation day. Getting that booking sorted. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. And yeah, James Tarkowski as a free agent. Is that only your career mode? I mean, if that's the case, that's a great signing again. Gatsby's here. Gatsby's here for the third stream in a row, just in case that you guys want to see some cats. He's there again. He's not impressed. I've woken him up and he's definitely not impressed with me now. Let's just ignore that. Right, we're into the final 3 minutes. Can Preston at least get a bit of pride and get one goal back? I mean, they've only had one big chance in this half. Blackburn, as I did say, they could have had 5 or 6 goals tonight. And what I will say, this is really going to help Blackburn's goal difference. It will help with confidence too. But one thing I still fear slightly with Blackburn is that they've now got to really produce this every single game now. They can't go through an inconsistent patch where they don't have enough chances. Because even in this game here, I still don't think they create, as much as all the top 6 teams do. At the start of the game, they actually had one of the worst away stats out of all the teams in the league. They really got to up that if they want to try and get, into the top 6. Brad Potts does very well there. Oh, well, it's good defending, actually. Almost a goal line clearance by Van Heck, actually. A rare bit of quality by Preston there. Brad Potts puts in a really good square ball pass, but unfortunately, the power's not fair, and Blackburn, just in the right place, right time, defend it very, very well. That's if Everton don't get a points deduction. That is true, because there have been rumours of a points deduction for Everton. Yeah, I tell you what, Everton would not want to be in the Championship. They really would not want to be. And right now, for the fact they are 18th place as it stands now, there is a real possibility now. Burnley, it's not like Burnley have held it together. I've seen this coming because Burnley have got a very nice run in, which was what was annoying Charlie, because that's why I was dragging Leeds into it, because I personally think Burnley can finish above Leeds with their run-in, honestly. After Leeds have got Palace, which, by the way, is still 0-0, by the way, in case of you were wondering what's happening with Palace and Leeds. After that, Leeds have got, 3 really tough games back-to-back, alongside with Everton too. So, that's the thing. I mean, I think the ignorant part of me was thinking, okay, Everton could still overtake Leeds, but at the moment, if I were to put money on it, I would say Everton do go down, and it's definitely a squad that's way too good to go down. And the Preston fans are leaving. I tell you what, didn't look too full to begin with. I gotta be honest. And oh my gosh, look at those empty seats. There are so many empty seats that you can very vividly read the P&E sign, without any people being in the way. That is awful. Awful showing for Preston there. I mean, to be fair, to put on a performance like that, I would have been pleased, but they have left. They obviously are trying to beat the traffic at the end. They won't have what Matt experienced of missing an equalising goal by leaving the stadium. They may miss a goal, but what's it going to do for them? It's been a very embarrassing and humbling defeat against their local rivals, which makes it 10 times worse for them as well. Wolfram not the player of the place. Career mode game, says Legon Henry there. We've only got 3 more minutes in this game, so this is your chance, guys, for the final time to hit the like button for the stream. Thank you guys so much for the support in this stream today. I've been really, really impressed. A lot of watch-alongs recently, but I've been really, really impressed of the turnout. We've got 34 likes. We're only 1 like away for 35 likes. That can easily be won. It looks like Potts had a half chance there, but I think it went just slightly wide there. And finally, with subs as well, please, if you've not hit the subscribe button, please do so. Our target is to get to 1,075. We're on 1,074. We are 1 sub away from getting to our goal today. If we're able to get that, that would be a brilliant achievement for this channel. So if any of you have not subscribed, please do so. It does really, really help the growth of this channel. Just to hit that subscribe button really, really does help. It's free to do, and it really helps. So it would be amazing if you guys can do that. If you guys have done all of that, what would even be more amazing is to share the channel, share it to your social medias, friends, family, all of that. It would be absolutely amazing to see this channel grow because of that. And that you'd be very surprised just by sharing it to a couple of friends how quickly the channel can get very, very popular there. And if you're even feeling extra generous, you can even donate as well. But I'm not going to force you guys to do that, obviously, there. We have half a stadium closed, and we get some video attendance of that around that area. Yeah, well, it goes to show how much, you know, Birmingham fans really care about their club. And there has been a couple of people before that have been, you know, have definitely criticised Preston's attendance. And I gotta say, this is very poor. This is very, very poor. You need to watch the game live on Sky Sports to know what I'm talking about. Just in that P stand there, it's basically only a third of it full. And that's not great at all, I gotta say. Daniel Johnson now, can he get a small consolation goal? Long ball coming in. Brad Potts is going to try and receive it. He has beaten Ben Brereton Diaz to the ball. What's he going to do with it here? And Ben Brereton is really... Yeah, he's had to give the ball away a little bit there. He's given it to Alan Brown there. It's Rafferty now. Just going to give it to Daniel Johnson. Rafferty now on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. Well defended by Nenningham, who's been brilliant this whole entire game. Is 0-0 still a good point for Leeds? I think considering where Everton are, yes, I think so. When you consider the fact that Everton have got a really, really tough run-in of games, I think it actually can be seen as a valuable point for Leeds. I know Leeds have got 3 tough games. I mean, Chelsea being one of them, you know, so you don't know. Arsenal being another one, which you won't know about. But pretty much, I think they will be okay. Long ball coming in and commits catches. Final 5 seconds. I think it's going to be the full-time whistle right about now. Yes, he is blown. It is full-time at Deepdale. A very, very bad performance by Preston's part to concede 4 goals at home to your local rivals is never an enjoyable sight. You speak for it for myself as a Chelsea fan. We've conceded 4 goals in a 4-1 loss at home to our London rivals recently. This time in the Lancashire derby, we have seen Blackburn completely rip Preston apart. First goal came in from Sam Gallagher. A great free kick won by Brereton Diaz. His header came off the post and Sam Gallagher leaping like a salmon to get the rebound to make it 1-0. A second goal was the absolute stunning strike by Joe Buckley. Buckley with the goal. He was man of the match in the end. I would have... maybe he would have been. I think Buckley does deserve man of the match, to be fair. And then Preston get 1 goal back. A wicked deflection taken from an Alan Brown shot. It does count as Alan Brown's goal, but it was Wharton that took that deflection into the corner past Kaminsky. Then it was 3-1 when Nenningham managed to simply header home like a very simple free kick set piece situation. Very poor defending there by Preston. Then the second half, a short throw in, finding Ben Brereton, running through that whole midfield. Then puts in a fantastic ball to find Travis, and then Travis completely wrong foots Andrew Hughes, makes it 4-1, and Iverson, I think I should have done better there. So that is my commentary on the goals. Let's just quickly check Leeds and Palace, because some people have asked me about it. Still 0-0, so we are 67 minutes in, so we've got 23 minutes plus stoppage time left in this game. Look at that. Okay, so 8 shots each, but if you look at this here, only 2 shots to 1 on target. So it looks like both teams being quite wasteful, but the way that I see these stats, it looks like a really close game. So I'll be switching over to watch Palace play against Leeds. Actually, you know, obviously I'll end the stream because this is supposed to be about Championship Preston and Blackburn, but I will be switching over to see what happens in the final 30 minutes of that. This is going to give you guys 2 more minutes if I can, just to give you guys a couple more comments and any questions that you have. Let's go on to the table for the Championship. So I'm going to have to change CNET. There we go. So 5.6 rating performance by Iverson. A bit harsh. I only think the 4th goal he should have done better. The rest of the 3 you couldn't really do much about. Andrew Hughes, I don't think should be a Preston player next year. He wasn't great at all. I wasn't very confident seeing him with the ball there. Slow. Positioning was wrong. Just, yeah, that's all I can say. Bauer was the best of the bad bunch in that back line, and as reflected by his rating there, he made 2 very crucial defensive tackles, and he actually was the main catalyst for Preston's big chance in the second half. But even with that, still, once again, bit slow, and they do lack a very quick defender, Preston, which I think does cost them sometimes. Vandenberg was at fault for the first goal. You could argue maybe played a small part to the 3rd goal as well, but in general, wasn't too bad, but he wasn't great. Whiteman, 6.9. I actually think is a bit generous for him, I've got to say. He tried to break up the play, but he didn't supply enough to the front 4 there. I personally, what I would have done, I would have put Ali McCann with Benjamin Whiteman as a partnership and taken off one striker and put Cameron Archer on his own or Emil Reece-Jacobson. And I've got to say, both Archer and Emil Reece were very poor. I think both of them combined only had 1 shot between them, which was pathetic. Greg Cunningham didn't do too much, 6.4 rating obviously for that. Daniel Johnson, I think that's a bit harsh. He's done actually quite a fair bit more. I know in his role he should supply a lot of the chances, but he didn't really get the supply in there from, you know, the defensive mid, so I can't really blame Johnson too much. Alan Brown got man of the match, probably because he only scored the only goal. Brad Potts was better in the second half compared to the first half. Defensively, I don't think he was very good in the first half at least. I already said my piece on the 2 strikers there. Bench players for Preston, Rafferty, didn't do too much. McCann barely had enough time to impact the game, and Sean Maguire might as well have been a ghost because, you know, he didn't really improve things going forward for Preston at all. For Blackburn's sake, Kaminsky was great in goal, made 2 great saves, one from his own player and one from, I think it was, it was the chance that was created from Patrick Bauer there. Nenningham was man of the match, and I got to say, he deserves it. In fact, no, not man of the match. Was he man of the match? 8.4. Yeah, he's got the highest rating. Wow, okay, yeah, well, SofaScore's giving him the highest rating, and personally, he was the one I thought should have been man of the match, because not only did he get a goal, captain of the team, and defensively, he was faultless. So good job on that part. Van Heck, 6.8. Those things are a bit harsh, I've got to say. I think those 2, Van Heck and Nellingham, were great. Wharton was a little bit more quiet. Pickering with a 6.4, I understand his positioning was a bit hit and miss at times. You know, when Brad Potts started to run down the right-hand side, it's because of Pickering's poor positioning. But apart from that, he didn't do too much wrong. He put in a great cross here and there as well. Rothrow and Travis, yeah, that seems about fair. Travis obviously getting a bit of a higher rating because of the goal he scored. Hedges with a 6.8, I can understand that. But he was quite crucial in the build-up. Buckley and Brereton Diaz, I think, should have very similar ratings. Of course, Buckley with a goal, but he still doesn't get as high for rating as Brereton Diaz. I think Brereton Diaz, what's so good about Brereton Diaz is actually the confidence that he exudes. You know, the power he has, the energy as well, and just the skill. You know, some of the passes that I saw him do, you know, were incredible. So, yeah, a lot of credit goes for that. And Sam Gallagher was 7.6, scored the first goal, was substituted off, and I got to say, probably should have scored at least 2 goals today, Gallagher. He did miss a 1-on-1 chance, but didn't do too badly there. Edgin wasn't on long enough, I can't really rate. Dak as well was barely on long enough. Paveda, yeah, not really long enough, so I can't really rate that. Look at that, 12 shots to 11, 6 shots on target to 3. So Blackburn looking a lot more clinical going forward there, which has been the main difference in this game here. 4 block shots to 2 there, 6 corners there, 3 offsides. Look at that, 16 fouls for Preston. And that's been one thing that's really frustrated Preston, was the amount of times where the referees stopped play because of them fouling the Blackburn players. And I think when we look at yellow cards, it was actually more yellow cards for Blackburn than it were for Preston. So Preston were feeling a little bit outraged that, you know, the referee was not letting enough go. But it's a derby, and, you know, in the modern day, if you're going to ruffle someone up, you know, you're going to expect a foul. And, you know, a couple of their goals resulted on them with those fouls. So ultimately, they broke the play way too much, and Blackburn took full advantage of that. Blackburn had one big chance missed. That's from the one-on-one moment with Gallagher there. Two big chances. The other one would have been Brereton Diaz hitting the crossbar, maybe. In fact, no, Brereton Diaz has hit the crossbar twice now, if I had to think about it. Once in each half. So, Brereton Diaz is very unlucky not to score a goal, but he did very, very well today. If you look at the table, Preston down to 15th. Now, look at this. Their other Lancashire rival, Blackpool, 1 point behind them with a game in hand, which they play tomorrow against Barnsley, which Barnsley at that time, you know, are rock bottom with, you know, one of the worst teams in the league ever. And I'm going to share a stat about the bottom three in a minute, but Preston could even fall down quite a fair bit there. I don't think they'll fall as low down as 17th. Bristol City would have to win their last two games, which I personally don't see them doing, despite their unbeaten run for 4 games now, which is quite amazing. Blackburn is going to steal the headlines, though, not only with the goals that they scored, but their position. They're now moved up to 7th place. They were all the way down, I believe, in 9th place before this game, and now they're up to 7. That could be a very crucial moment for them. And with their last 2 games, you know, that's really going to be the whole difference of this season. Next weekend's games is really going to give us the clarity on who's going to get that final top 6 place. Luton, Forest and Huddersfield are there. But who will get that final one? We'll have to find out. So, my stat for the bottom 3, which I did say. So, one thing I found out, the bottom 5 worst performing teams in terms of points collected is Doncaster with 36. Now, all 3 of the relegated teams at this moment of time will be, you know, in the current top 5 worst teams in the Championship ever. They need to pick up some wins as soon as they can. I mean, it'll be a bit unfair to put Derby into it if you consider it, you know, and add their 21 points. They would actually be where Bristol City are in 17th. But unfortunately, with that points deduction on 31, they are in danger of being in one of the worst teams in terms of points returns. Right, let's actually go back to this. Lequan Henry's leaving the stream. No problem there. Edison, Santana, Moraes, Lequan. Okay, interesting. Palace VAR check for pen, but not given. I didn't actually check Palace and thing yet. Right. Let's actually end this now. So just before we end, I'm just going to quickly do a recap on the Crystal Palace Leeds game. It has, well, it's not ended yet, but 75 minutes, only 15 minutes left, still 0-0. It's looking like it may stay there, but we never know. With this game, it's ended 4-1 there. Matt says, great stream, see you soon. No problem, Matt. Thank you for turning up today. It's always amazing to have your presence on the stream. So, I think that is the perfect time to wrap up. I really enjoyed the stream today. Thank you guys so much. We ended today's stream on how many likes? We have ended on... I've clicked on the wrong video. That's my review video, you dummy. 34 likes. Decent job. So, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. And for in terms of subs, I think we've ended on 1,074 still. Yes, we have. Obviously, we didn't get 1,075. If any of you have not subscribed, you know, now's the time to do it because I'm going to see it. But 1,075 is our main target. But thank you guys so much anyway for the support for today's channel. And yeah, I will be streaming and making a video tomorrow. So you'll see a double header of me tomorrow. So get very, very excited. If you guys enjoyed it, please give the stream a like. It just tremendously help. Please subscribe. As I said, it really, really helps. And please share this channel to as many people as you can because that's really going to help the growth of this channel. That'll wrap it up for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary. It's on the end of this video here. And this game has ended. Preston 1, Blackburn 4. Preston poor. Blackburn have now reignited their chances in top 6. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone.